Hi everybody, just a quick one after what we said on the live today. Some of you, and I promise you this was me 100%, don't understand when it comes to an 1/8 of an inch, a 1/16 of an inch. So I'm just going to do you a quick thing. This is how I learnt to do my own reckoning, because I had to guess most of the time that, and hope that I were near, because I just couldn't work it out. And I know there's going to be people laughing and I'm going to get some silly comments because it's basic. Yeah, well, I'm not basic. And I know I'm not the only one. So let's do it. Let me just show you. Because like today, now then, we needed a piece of card today that was cut at 3 7/8. So in a minute we'll cut that, but we also did one that was 3 5/8. So a lot of what we do in card making, I'm only doing inches today, is in 1/8. I mean, you can go 1/16 if you want, which I'm going to explain, but I don't use them. Look how swollen my wrist has got again. It's just not having it, is it? Right, so this is 1 inch. I've done 3. So if we miss that out, I've done 3. So that is 1 inch. That is 1 inch. That is 1 inch. Good job, I wrote that in the wrong place anyway. So that's 1 inch. So we'll start with the top one. The one thing we do know, I know these aren't going to be right, so don't shout at me. I'm not trying to get it proper. So what we do know is halfway is going to be 1/2 inch. So we all know that one. So looking at your ruler, you've got 1 inch there. The big mark I've just drawn is that one. That's 1/2 inch. So we're going to do 1/4 of an inch. So my cards that I make are 5 1/2 inch by 7 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I use that one a lot. I'm okay with that one. I forgot where I was doing my lines then. So if we look at the ruler, this is your, I'll go to a clean one. That's your inch. There's no lines on it. Let's go here where there's some lines on it. That's 1 inch. So we've got 1/2 inch here, and 1/4 of an inch is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be between half and your normal. So another way to work it out is, so that's 1/4. Don't know why I'm doing them like that actually. We'll need one, I think. Anyway, we'll have a look. So we've got 1/4. So in that, well, in 1 inch, there are 16 16ths. In that 1 inch, there are 8 8ths. In that 1 inch, there are 4 quarters. I suppose it all works on fractions, really, doesn't it? So we know in 1 inch, we've got 1/4. And then if we wanted 3/4, goes back to that other one, it would be this one. So it's 4 to 1/4. Right? I hope that's okay. Then if we want to go to the one that I use a lot, which is half of that again, so I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. Yeah, I don't need these others. I only need the top one. So that is going to be 1/8, but I'm going to show it you. Actually, that's wrong, isn't it? Because that's 3/4 of the way up the inch. That's an half of an inch. That's 3/4 of an inch. So we've got 1/8 there. I'm confusing myself then. Which is, I call it 2 lines. That is your 1/8. Then you go to 1/4, which is 2/8. 3/8. 4/8 is half an inch. 5/8. 6/8. 7/8. Right, so 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8 is half an inch, 2/8 is 1/4 of an inch, 5/8, 6/8 is 3/4 of an inch, 7/8, and then 8/8 because there is total 8 parts in one. 8 parts in one, yeah. So 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8. Now the ones in between, which will be here, gives you 16 parts to your inch. So you've got, that will be 1/16, 2/16, 3/16, no, silly girl, 3/16, 4/16, 5/16, 6/16, 7/16, 8/16, 9/16, 10/16. You see, it's just doubling the 8s, isn't it? Which I understood that bit. I just couldn't work out where the 8th was. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So that's your 1/8. So you've got 1/16, 1/8, 3/16, 2/8. So 1/16, 2/16, 3/16, 4/16, 5/16. So that'll go all the way up to 16. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8. Oh, that lost its focus. 1/4, 2/4, half, 3/4, and a full inch, half an inch, and a full inch. So I hope that explains it and helps you. So just as a quick example, I'm going to bring it down further because I don't know if you can see. So we needed 3 7/8. So I'm just going to hope that this don't pull out of its holder. And I'll try and focus in more on the... So we want 3 7/8. So we're going to go to 3. And we know that there's 8/8 in an inch. So I know that that one there is going to be 7. So I'm on 3 and take it up to the last 2, which gives me the 8th, which gives me the 7/8, and I will cut it there. The other one was 3 5/8 that we need. So we'll go to the 3, and what I've just shown you, there's 4/8 in half an inch, so it would be 2 of the notches up for the 5, 6, 7, 8. So we would go to that one. Perfect. So let me know if you still don't understand, and I'll PM, we can talk that way if you want me to do a different drawing or anything. But it's the easiest way that I could do to work it out, and it's helped me massively. So hopefully it'll help you. Right, I'm going to go because I'm still doing the giveaways and stuff, ready to post out to you guys. Right, and I'll catch you later. Bye now.